Hello, and welcome to the Black Bridge Mindset Podcast, where culture, entrepreneurship, and business intersect to fuel inspiration. This podcast celebrates the power of diverse voices shaping the future of business. So, whether you're building a business, breaking barriers, or just looking for some serious inspiration, you're in the right place. The Black Bridge Mindset, where culture and entrepreneurship collide.
Hello, world. You are on live with CJ, Ken, and Mike. We are your hosts for the Black Bridge podcast. I want to welcome you this evening, afternoon, day, wherever it is you are listening and watching. My name is CJ. Just to give you a little bit about myself, I'm originally from Kentucky, Paducah to be exact. I currently live in Columbus, Ohio. Yes, I'm a Buckeye fan. Um, I'm just a regular person who loves football, basketball, all the above, and I can be seen drinking a margarita at a nice spot near you. And with that, we're gonna let you take a listen to my friend Ken, and he'll give you a little bit about himself as well.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Black Bridge Mindset Podcast. I'm Ken. I'm checking in today from Atlanta, originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I bleed all things black and gold. Excited to be here today. Excited for our guests. And I am looking forward to the weekend. Not that I have any plans. It's just been a very long work week. So I'm excited. Looking forward to today. Mike, over to you.
Yeah, today's going to be amazing. It's one of my favorite people. Well, first off, I should introduce myself before I introduce him. My name is Mike Lovett. I am in Chicago, Illinois, and my backgrounds. There's lots of things. We don't have to get into them all right now, but I am super excited about the Black Bridge Mindset podcast that we've put together. It's like this time next year, I'm going to be like, I just can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So continue to tune in. But as far as this weekend, it's St. Paddy's weekend.
It is.
And you're not doing anything?
Boom.
It is St. Yeah, you say you're not doing anything this weekend.
We don't celebrate that in Atlanta.
Right. Nobody turns their lake,
We don't do that
river,
here.
waterway green. But
We're going to dye it green. I don't know if I'm
I
going.
was going to say, the question is,
I mean,
are
it's
you
supposed-
doing anything?
Actually, yeah. We have a show that we're recording Saturday morning. So we're going to be up bright and early recording our third show.
Lucky Charms in hand.
Yep. And then after that, maybe a trolley, catching up with some friends on a trolley. But it's supposed to be like 70 degrees here on Saturday.
Same here. Yeah, you better get
So
out and
you
do it
know
on
these
Saturday.
Watch out.
Mm-hmm. You know, certain folks are going to be out and about acting crazy.
I don't want to see you twerking on the boat with Lori
Careful.
Lightfoot.
Be careful. You on live.
Hey, we go way back. Me and Lori, we used to have drinks over at Sidetrack.
I know. Y'all used to go suit shopping together.
We got our hair cut at the same place too. Don't make fun of Lori.
No comment.
What are you doing, CJ?
I honestly have
Assuming
no
you don't
plans
sing.
outside of our show. It's supposed to rain here all weekend, so I'm going to be doing my debauchery tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. Maybe have a few
Okay.
cocktails, a few margaritas.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, I don't have I know we just spoke the other day, so I really don't have much to catch up on. Like, you guys pretty much know my life and everything that's going on. But the obvious, right? Mr. Orange is just causing havoc. I don't know if y'all saw the other day that he brought Elon and a bunch of Teslas to the White House.
I did, unfortunately. I didn't see it, but of
try to
course
tell-
I've been seeing it on social media, unfortunately.
I saw that and I was like, what? I mean, I know our country's gone to shit, but like, who as a president brings on a company
And you know,
and says,
if Obama had done
You
that,
answered your own
this
question.
this DC would have been turned upside down.
100%. He wears,
But it's
a
okay
tan
though,
suit.
because you know what? We're all still learning. What is it? Boots on the ground. That's all you need to worry about,
Okay, I'll let you tell it.
right? We're all learning the line dance. We can go out and drink and have a good time.
Okay.
Let it burn down around us.
Okay.
It is slowly, unfortunately. But anyway,
Let's get started.
because I do want to get to Mr. David Mollema. Give me a thumbs up if I said that right.
Mollema.
Mollema?
Yes. I caught it.
David Mollema. All right, David Mollema. And here we go. I'm about to introduce you. So this week, I am super excited to introduce one of my favorite people. When you see him on screen, for those of you who are watching YouTube, you're going to see that he is just a ball of energy. He is just a ray of sunshine when he walks into any room. His smile just lights up everything. You'll see that here in a second. But today we're sitting down with David Mollema, the visionary behind Epic Photography and Events, Destination Dreammakers, and Number 8T Plus Co. He's a master at crafting experiences, whether through stunning events, immersive storytelling, or redefining tea culture. We'll talk about his vision for the future, how AI and tech help him juggle multiple businesses, the power of storytelling and branding, and what brides and grooms really want in 2025. If you're into innovation, creativity, and turning ideas into reality, then this one is for you. Let's get into it.
Oh my God, how are you guys?
Very good.
Yes, I did
How
just
are
know
you?
Welcome
that you're
on.
doing-
You're live with Memorex.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me. Oh my goodness. Full circle, no? Feels
Yeah,
a
it
little full
is, it
circle.
is.
Just a little bit with you. So you're like my older
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh my goodness, my first podcast is my older brother. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
100%.
I love it.
So just so you guys know, I've known David, what has it been, like 10, 12 years?
Oh no, way longer than that.
For a long time.
A long time. Since I was, I think, 16, 17. So very long
Oh,
time.
wow.
Yeah, like a really
Yeah.
long time.
And so we met through a mutual friend here in Chicagoland. And then for some reason, we went our separate ways, living our lives. I always kept up with him on social media, of course. So I always have seen the great things that he's doing. But back in the day, people always said that we looked similar. Kind of thing is because I guess we're both
Yeah.
light skinned, who knows? And they would call him my little brother. And I was like, oh, that's your little brother. And so we just stuck with it. I'm his big
Yep.
brother. He's my little brother.
And
So
I
that's
love
what he
it.
saw.
I love it. I love it.
I don't
But thank you
see
guys
it
so much
so
for having
much
me.
older. He said much
I
older.
caught
brother.
that too.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Said much older.
You heard it.
It's
You
okay.
just
It's
overlooked it.
allowed. And just in case people didn't catch it, I mentioned that this young man has founded and owns not one, not two, but 3
Big
businesses.
time.
And how old are you? 32?
32. I just turned 32 in January while we were at Walt Disney doing that wedding. So
That's crazy.
it was
I'm old.
crazy.
That's an oxymoron.
And I'm trying to get my first business off the ground. Well, let's get into it. Let's ask you some questions. So, David, what was the first business that you started and how did you get into it?
The first business that I started was Epic Entertainment. And how I got started within that business, I've always had a dream for entertainment. I mean, like, take me back to, like, honestly, I'm going to say like 4 or 5 years old. And from there, just like going to different shows, going on Broadway, just like seeing all these different things. But like the lights were a big thing for me. The sound was a big thing. And just like really feeling to people's emotions like in the room during that time. It's kind of crazy. It really is. And I always thought that was like electric. And I'm like, okay. Always thought that. So I'm like, how can I start my own business doing that? Started DJing at 16 years old. I was still in high school at the time. I worked for a company downtown Chicago. So I would just drive out there, work for them, doing weddings at a very young age. But that's like kind of how I just like got into it. I've always been a visionary person and I've always wanted to push the boundary of things because why not? So yeah, I mean, that's really how I got started into it and I really haven't looked back. So
Nice.
Nice.
I love it.
So,
And I know CJ, he's a big music guy too. So he may
yeah.
have a couple of things to talk to you about.
Yeah, but my DJing at 16 was DJing for my family at home behind closed doors so
Okay.
nobody could hear.
I got you. I mean, I did the same thing too.
And the only
but
lights we had
that's
was
why-
flickering the lights off and on in the kitchen.
Come on, Strobes, let's go.
After you got Epic up and running, you started to mention that there are some lessons that you learned with that business early on. Do you want to touch on that?
Yeah. So the first time I was living in Chicago and finishing school, and that's when I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I did move back to Indiana, and right away I was like, I'm gonna make this company. I'm doing it. I manifested it. I mean, literally, like probably 2 weeks. I had an investor willing to spend all this money on it, and I'm like, great, awesome, but like I'm young, I'm poor, like you know what I mean? Like I have college loans now. Like there's so much going on, but at the same time, you're like, I don't care. I'm going to do this. And so I did it. And it did not turn out the way I thought, which is fine. But I mean, now that I look back on life, I'm like, I had so many lessons from then to here. It's like, wow.
Right.
Like it's absolutely insane. So, but yeah, I did learn my lesson about investors and investing and angel investors and like, you know, a lot of court stuff. You really have to teach yourself like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for young entrepreneurs who are out there and they're thinking about starting their own business, can you give, I don't know how much you need to protect, but can you give one thing that you learned from that they can avoid when it comes to investors getting into situations like that? Because people are going to throw money at you every once in a while, right? And
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like a good idea. Let me give you some money for it.
Oh, yeah. The biggest thing is going to be terms and contracts. Contract. I mean, if you look at the U.S. government, their contracts, half of it doesn't make sense, but it's in the contract. You know what I mean? So it's like no one can come back after you for that. So you really, and like these template contracts, they're great. Learn from them, but do not use them. Like truly, you can't really use that. And you really can't use AI for this stuff either. You really have to seek legal advice, but that's why I'm like, you really got to do your homework. What business are we opening? Are we doing service-based? Are we e-commerce-based? Are we, you know, there's so many different rules that apply to everything. So it really is just like sitting down and learning just like, okay, what do I have to follow? Because no one's going to tell you.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing is like, no one tells you. They'll be like, oh, open a Shopify store. You can make money. Do you know meta fields? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know webhooks? Do you know H1, H2, H3 titles? Do you know, it's like, what? Oh, but just open a store, Love it. But I would just say, yeah, with contracts is going to be your biggest negotiation and your biggest one up is the contract. And just make sure that whoever's owning, it has to be at least 1% over. I mean, do not let someone go 50-50 with you if this was your idea. Like, do not, just because money's there, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. And I think that's like the biggest thing that I learned. I was like, ooh, money, okay. And we spent like $200,000, and then I was like, wait, where's my salary? And I'm like, whoa, not in the terms. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whoa. You just really have to be careful, sit down, and actually put things into terms. But get a lawyer, really do. Or a family friend, like anyone that can help you out. Like, that's okay too, Or you can always ask for help. There's always going to be help too. You can even reach out to me. I'll guide you in the right direction for sure.
Awesome.
That's messed up that someone took advantage of you, especially at a young age.
Yeah, but like I said, I learned so much from that. And that's why I was like, do I need all this equipment? I mean, like we had like $30,000 worth of trussing systems that you see like at the market, like the big metal systems that hang your rigging, your lighting, your speakers, like 30 grand of a system we were buying. Like, and now I look at it, I'm like, David, calm down.
Where did you
like calm down just a little bit. Say that again.
Where did you store all of that equipment?
We had a whole warehouse. I mean, we had everything. I had pretty much everything. Huge trailers. I mean, we had it all. We really did. But it just was so short-lived, and that's what was so sad about it. Because I'm like, oof. But I'm like, when you pour yourself into something like that and you're not being paid for it, passion can only take you so far.
Right.
But like, I never let that burn out. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing too. Like, you can never let your passion burn out as an entrepreneur because no one's doing this besides you, buddy. Like, I mean, period. Right. So like, that's the biggest thing too. It's like, if you don't have the fire, your team's not going to have the fire. You're not going to have the fire, So like, that's why I'm always spicy. You're spicy. Yeah. And extra. I mean, the studio, you guys even said, I was like, oh no. As soon as I came on, I was like, I saw your face. You're like, extra.
No, I love it. I think it's great. And so that's one of your businesses, Epic. Let's talk about the other two that you have. You could give a brief overview of those, and then we could dive into one of them.
Yeah.
We have them here.
Yeah, let's dive into Destination Dreammakers because that is a part of Epic. We'll do that first, and then we can dive into literally my favorite right now is number 8. Like I can't even front. Like there's so much good
So
stuff
excited.
happening. I'm so excited. Like I'm so stoked. So stoked. But Destination Dreammakers, we just opened that division. We had a lot of inquiries doing the Rosemont Center. We did their huge bridal fair this year in January. It was like January 6th and 7th. And we saw over 3,500 brides. And we were like, whoa. But the biggest perk about doing those shows is that you get the contact list and you want that email contact list. So we got like 3,500 brides emails.
Nice.
But not just emails, we had all their data. So like, was it a destination wedding? What services did they need? Did they need photography, videography, photo booths, DJ, emceeing, coordinating? I mean, it would tell you everything. So then we took that list and did an email marketing plan for it and decided to just see what would happen. And we bounced back with like over 1,000 emails that were all destination weddings. And we were like, okay, whoa. We were like, this market's huge. Like we had no idea.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I did move from Chicago, so now I am in Indiana, Crown Point, Indiana. So it is like I'm right there. I'm like 45. Give me 45, I'll be there. But so from that email list that we gathered from all those brides, we sent that out, and that's really what projected us into like, okay, we should start doing destination weddings. And then in that same month in January, at the end of it, January 24th through the 26th, which was my birthday on the 26th. We were all going out for a Walt Disney World wedding. That was a 3-day wedding. And I took 6 people out there, flew everybody out. We got a huge Airbnb house, had a pool, like it was so much fun. But all of that out there really like got us thinking like, holy cow, we should probably really open up this division. And so as soon as we got home on the 26th that night, we launched Destination Dreammakers. And so now that's honestly why my setup looks like this. Because now when I book like $40,000 weddings, like I kind of, you got to look like a $40,000 wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like here's some lighting, like here's this, here's that. But this is also our studio. So we do a lot of shooting here, filming here. All of our product photography is done here too. So it's crazy.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
I'm curious with this such a large production now. Are you partnering with any other companies? Or
So
you do it
no,
all?
I mean, technically yes. I do have a team. I have a team of 9 employees within Epic/Destination Dreammakers, and that is a mix of photographers, videographers, coordinators, editors, pretty much everything. Photo booth attendants, lighting designers, all of that stuff. So there's 9 of us in that group. But within that group, they all have their own businesses, and like I never ever would be like, oh yeah, sign a non-compete. Like no, I'm good. You can make money however you want. It's not going to stop me. You know what I mean? It's more of I need the help because the demand is now here. And having that demand, I'm like, whoa. Like it's great, but it's like, holy. It's just a lot. So yeah, they all have their own separate businesses, but they also do work for me under my Epic like umbrella.
And I'm sure that helps you
100%.
cater to more people and be able to do more things as well.
Exactly. And like that's the thing too, like during the winter time, there's really nothing, So it's like slim pickings, whatever they can do to make money. Why would I try to stop that?
Right.
Like that's not why I'm here. Not why I'm here at all. So, and I always thought that was like messed up within the corporate world. Like working for AT&T as a manager, working for Disney, Universal. I'm like, SeaWorld, like they all had non-competes, and I'm like, why? Like, why?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned from that too.
While you were talking about this, I took 2 notes. One of the biggest ones is that, a CEO in a well-run business, they go out and they see a need for something, and then they create a business to fill that need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's awesome that you guys went to this show not expecting to find a certain niche that wasn't getting the attention that it needed. And so you're like, oh, there's all these people who are looking for destination weddings. Who else is doing this? I don't know how many people are in your field, but you guys had the wherewithal to say, I think we should cater to these people because I think there's a business here. And here you are. And it sounds like you didn't waste a lot of time, right? You just took
No.
action.
Yeah, and that's the
Which is
biggest thing is taking action. I mean, if you don't take action, like I said earlier, like no one's gonna do it for you but you. And it's so cliche to say, but it is so true.
Right.
It's not even funny. Like no one's gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and go work out besides you. No one's gonna no one's gonna do anything besides you. So you gotta take action no matter what.
Right.
Very
I
true.
love it. I use that imperfect action all the time. And it sounds weird. It doesn't anymore. It used to sound weird saying it because you're like, it's cliche. But now I just say it. And
Right.
it's just a part of my normal
That
vocabulary.
makes perfect sense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's great.
Do you have any crazy stories you can tell us about the destination weddings?
Be careful.
I mean, I'll say the Disney one because I feel like everyone loves Walt Disney and they're like, oh, what's the tea? Because I was a manager there, so it's just kind of crazy that. Yeah, but we did have a drone incident. I said no drones. The ceremony was in Animal Kingdom, and it was at 11 p.m. at night. So we only had from 11 p.m. to midnight for the actual ceremony part. Hard stop at midnight. They said the flamingos had to go to bed. And lights out. I said, okay, 10-4. Sounds amazing. But so I did tell one of my videographers, hey, no drone. And he ended up, the drone got into his backpack and they bussed us all over there. As soon as we got over there, he got like detained. He got patted down, like the whole 10 yards. And I'm like, this is crazy for a drone who wasn't on. We had no batteries. So like everything was good there. But I thought it was really funny because I mean, we had an hour and that took 30 minutes of our time. When he was stepping into the ceremony, it was like almost time. We probably like 15, 20 minutes before we had like showtime, like go time. So it was just like nerve wracking because I'm like, oh my goodness. Like,
What did they think?
throw it away. I was like, throw it in the trash. You see that trash bin? Throw it away. One every 30 feet. Do it.
What they
We'll
think
get
he
you a new one. Gotta go.
had the capability of
Exactly.
shooting somebody with the drone or something?
No.
Was it like an intellectual property type issue?
Yeah. I mean, there in Animal Kingdom too, there are obviously animals, and they do have that safari in the back. But just for their security, they can't have any drones flying over at all. And also that noise with the animals and how would a lion react? Like it sounds like a billion bees above you. If you've ever heard a drone, like right above you, it sounds like a billion like little bees, like a bee's nest. And that would really startle animals, I think, for sure. But also it's Disney. I mean, we don't step on Disney's toes. Okay? Like, we don't do that. Like, I learned that too, working there. We love them.
Especially on their property. where,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
using your stuff.
Exactly.
Abide by the rules.
Did your clients notice anything crazy? Like, I'm assuming you don't panic in these situations, but
No.
sometimes people can inherently pick up on things.
Oh yeah, and that's the biggest reason why I don't panic, and I've just learned so much with working with so many different people and backgrounds and cultures, which I love. Is that you just have to stay calm in those situations. It's more of like a let's communicate real quick and talk about it. What do you need from me? How do we move forward from this? But I have about 5 minutes in the most respectful way. But like, how can we like solve this issue? And they did end up letting us go after saying that, but I was on a different bus, so like it was just it was like a coordinating kind of mess. But like you said, we were on their property with their Disney fairy tale wedding coordinators, so like the actual show on TV, like those we were working with those people. So we were on their schedule because I'm like, you're running the show, not us. Because they do offer photography. It starts at $20,000, $20,000, and they'll shoot your wedding. Oh yeah. But
I'm surprised that they
we're
let you on
better,
their property
so.
to be the photographer.
Right.
And that's why I was like so full circle, because I left there after COVID, after like getting fired in that mess. And then after leaving there and coming home, that's when I started all of this back up, because I took a little time off to, travel, which I love doing. Oh my goodness. And worked for all these huge corporations like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Vail Resorts. I mean, Cedar Point, just to name a few. And to really, I just think that is what also got me into the whole entertainment thing. So I'm like, okay, I just worked for all of the top entertainment companies here. Like, what have I learned? What are we doing? And that's exactly when I was like, okay, let's start this back up and let's do it. Like, after working for all those companies. So
Nice.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, I don't want to keep your excitement bottled up for too long. I know there's another company out there that you're super excited to tell people about. We're over here sipping on our little teas as well.
yes. Are those branded
Wow.
cups? Do you all have the same cup?
We do have branded cups.
Okay,
yeah.
bougie. I want a cup now. I'll take 2. Thank you so much.
got you.
Send me the invoice.
Got you.
Your peach is delicious, by the way.
I love those. I was gonna say, what's in your guys' cup right now? Mike, what's in your cup?
I think we
So-
all have the same thing.
No,
You
we
do?
don't.
No, not my cup
I
at the
didn't know
moment.
that.
So at the moment, I have the chaga chai number 14.
Chaga chai. Okay. And how do we like it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh no, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. I
Okay.
think we all have the same favorite though. My favorite is
Yeah,
number 8,
That's what it
the
is.
Bellini.
Yeah, peach.
That's
Ken,
what
you
I
said
have
that's in your
now.
cup? You have peach Bellini?
That's what I
Yeah.
have in my cup, and it's delicious.
Good. Hey, CJ, what do you have? You have peach
That's
Bellini
exactly what I have.
too? Ooh. Peach Bellini, bro. I also
Mhm.
have a peach Serenity. Because I have so many peach lovers, so I made 2 different peaches. But the Bellini is for like a summer, and you can also mix that with alcohol. So good. Make a summer
Mm.
drink, done and done. Yeah, that's why I made that
Nice.
one. Yeah, it's a little bit sweeter, but the Serenity is more of that like tea aroma flavor. Yeah, like I put more. There's like peppermint in it, lavender, so it's more like calming. Yeah.
And before you get to all your flavors,
I
let's
was
tell
gonna
the people
say,
what we're
I
even
was gonna
talking
ask a
about.
question.
Right.
Because well, look at like I'll let you start talking, but I got to say it before I forget. This came in the mail,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "What kind of bougie ass tea is this?" Because I was expecting when you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys some teas to try." I'm expecting like a box.
He was expecting Lipton.
Yeah.
Ew, no Lipton here, honey.
No, he was
no.
expecting something your grandmother packed and put on Etsy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so fair. That's so fair.
But then like your packaging is so cute. Okay, I'll stop talking. Tell the people what we're talking about.
We're talking about my new company. It's called Number 8 Tea & Co. We are a premium loose leaf tea brand, and we offer premium blends that are handcrafted, and our ingredients are sourced from all around the world. And we absolutely love what we do. And just like I love how you guys are sipping on it right now, and it's making you all smile, and that's exactly why we started the company.
That's awesome. How did you stumble into this, or did you stumble into it? Was it
I did.
intentional?
No, I did. So during like I said, during our off seasons in the winter, there's not really much to do, like business wise. I mean, it's very calm. There's like, photo shoots to do and things like that. But I had a company reach out to me, and I did rebranding for companies. So I would like come in, do your photography, your social media, take videos for you, get your website up and running, take you from 0 to hero. From existing from what you had, and just like kind of upgrade you and like teach you what I've learned, And it was a tea company in Chicago, actually. It was in the Rosemont Mall, like that fashion center mall. It's in there. It was called T&T. And they reached out, and I started working with them, and I was like, "Oh, tea." They're like, "Have you ever like worked with tea?" I'm like, "No tea." And from there, they're like, "Oh, we love that you're so honest. Like, let's do business with you." I said, "Okay, perfect. Let's do it. Like, what are we looking for?"
Wait. Time out. We can't just let you skip over that.
What?
You went to go help them rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
They asked you, "Have you ever worked with tea, rebranded tea,
Mhm.
whatever?"
Yep.
You said, "Nope,
Nope.
never done it."
Never done it.
And they said, "Thank you for being honest. We want to hire you."
Yep. But they sure did, and they saw my work and were like, "We want you." I said, "Okay,
That's
perfect."
crazy.
Yeah,
And let that be a lesson to a lot of people who are listening, right? Don't go in there being fake. You always say fake it till you make it.
hmm
But you were honest, you were yourself, and they could feel that and see that. And they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is the guy we want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and they saw my previous work too, and they were like, "Okay, like he's never done that before." Like I was doing hookah bars and lounges too in Chicago, like just all their social media, because like lights and fog, love that. But that's like what really got me into tea was rebranding it, working with it, helping clients. I mean, people were driving 6 hours for tea. for
6
these tea,
hours.
yes, for these tea blends. People were driving like 6 hours because they didn't have e-commerce too. So it was like an eye-opening experience where I'm like, whoa, and it's helping people. I mean, they're driving 6 hours. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you're helping people. It was just crazy, the amount of just everything that was involved that went behind it, and then learning from that. And now that's where I'm sitting right now. It's like, what? Because everyone's like, why tea? And I'm like, that's why. So I worked at it for like 6 years, or not 6 years, 6 months to a year is that like rebrand process. And then I was out, and now they're doing amazing, which is great. So
That's awesome.
yeah. And that's why I was like, I got to start something. Like,
So wait, so are they two separate companies? So you did the T&T, so you didn't buy that company.
no.
You went and started No 8.
Yeah. You can
Or
go get
number
tea
8.
right now from T&T if you want. Yeah, they're still open in the Rosemont, Fashion Center Mall.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they're still
I'm
open.
sorry.
I was a little
I
confused.
thought you went to go do work for them and then you purchased the company. But
No.
you worked for them, learned about it, loved it, went and started your own company.
Sure did. I sure did. I did.
I'm
Yeah.
applauding you even more. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, like you're just one of those people who are like, I like this. It makes sense. Let's go do it.
So
Got to take action. Exactly.
I'm curious if you went to work for that company to do photography and, you'd never done photographs for tea and, that type of thing. You had the wherewithal to go and start your own tea company. Hey, one, what was the process? I know the thought process was, I like it. What appealed to you so much that you wanted to take the plunge?
Honestly, it was helping people. It was seeing people come in and then making these relationships with all these clients that weren't mine. I think that's like the best part, is that I have no connection with these people that would walk through the door. And when they did, it's like they're wanting either, something to help with being sick without taking medicine, or just trying to like fall asleep faster, or, like real health problems like people would come in with. And yes, we're not doctors, but I mean, herbs, that's like one of the first kingdoms that was available on our planet. If you think about it, like first or second, I think rocks were first, then we have plants. So it's like, let's take it like, thousands of years back, and plant medicine was a huge thing. And I always had like a huge interest in that. But like you said, it's like, I never thought, I was like, I need an opportunity that's going to spring me into that. And this was it. This was the opportunity. And learning and sitting there and just learning from people and what they want and what their needs are, like for their natural bodies. And same with women. Like, women are very complex. And I'm sorry, but like us men, we don't take enough time to sit down and talk about, what do we need for the ovaries? What do we need for, discomfort? And it's more of like sitting down, and I would have these conversations with people, and learning all of that just really inspired me to be like, okay, but it also needs to taste good. You know what I mean? That's like, it has to taste good. But tea is just not gotten the spotlight like coffee does.
Right.
Like ever.
So your teas are, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Nope.
I was just going to say, you touched on it. So your teas are made or inspired by, I guess, like medicinal purposes, so to speak, but you just happen to make them taste really good.
Yeah, exactly. You just start with like that base blend of whatever that is. If that's green tea, white tea, oolong, whatever we're going to do. You take that base, which is around 60 to 70%, depending on how strong we want it. And then you're just really adding in like 2 or 3 ingredients for your benefits from there. So say we're doing a sleepy time tea, you want to put lavender in there for like that calming relaxation, but also that chamomile. And then round that out with some dandelion root. Boom. You have a very relaxing, calm blend right there. But your base, you know what I mean? Like, you just pick that base, and then you can also add in your flavor after that. So it's like, okay, I want peach. Then you get your peach, and then you put your dried peaches in there, or like dragon fruit. There's real dry dragon fruit in it. Amazing. Like crazy. The dessert collection, don't get me started.
I want to talk about that.
I
I
did.
want to talk about the dessert collection. Like,
Yeah.
what made you come up with that?
Okay, so like, I just want, my biggest thing is I've lost a lot of weight, like a lot of weight. And it was because of tea too. It really helped me like detoxify my body and like kind of prep me. It just helped alongside of me working out. You know what I mean? Like water's great, but I was like bloating from it and, you know, just regular water. And after drinking tea, I was like, wow, this is really working. And so from there, is when I just started creating all these crazy, crazy blends. And I was like, okay, dessert. Everyone loves dessert. I'm not a fan. I know, not a fan. I like ice cream, but like at weddings, if there's cake, don't, ew. No, we're not eating
You
that.
and me can no longer be siblings.
Like brownies, cookies, I can't do it sometimes, but I'm just not.
I got a
it's
brownie
not it.
right here.
See, and okay, I was like, okay, I see a need for this in the market, and I'm like, what is out there that's truly, truly healthy for you that is not going to affect your body in negative ways, but only in the positive ways? And I was like, a dessert collection. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's way better than having like a Starbucks, you know, with all the sugar,
Be careful
the
how
milk.
you say that.
I mean, I'm just saying, just any coffee drink, you know,
It's okay.
anything, whatever we're using. Just bleep that one out.
We
Yeah.
can have a thing.
Love you, Starbucks. Thank you so much.
No.
Carry my tea.
I'm talking about your co-hosts.
Oh, yeah. This is true. These are facts.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
I do. My favorite is gonna be the pina colada. Did I give you guys that one?
I don't think it's a
No.
part of
No?
part of what I got.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think so.
but don't you worry.
Right, I'll be sure to
Pina colada.
There will
order
be.
some.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna order some. Oh, yeah, you did. We got number 17, the peen. Well, I did.
You did? Yeah.
I haven't had this.
We have steepers.
The steeper you
Right.
gave us.
Okay.
sent
Okay.
us.
Okay. Yeah. Well, discontinued those. I did. They're gone now.
I
No
know.
more.
I told them we're gonna have to get a real steeper. This is a real steeper, but a fancier steeper
Proper one.
so that we could get those flavors in there.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, whoever's doing your photography, is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Like,
Right behind me.
I'm looking at these and I just want to like grab them off the screen and eat them. They
You
look
want to eat it,
so-
right?
Right.
It looks so
Right.
good.
What other tea company is out there? And this is like why research and things matter too. Like, you don't just like, I mean, yes, you have a dream and you're like, oh, let me start it, but do your research too, you know? The market's there, but there was nothing in the market that looked delicious. Like there's
Indeed.
nothing that looks, and it's all guilt-free. That's like the best part. You know, like maybe 10 calories, if that, depending on your tea base. But no, we're talking absolutely clean, tastes like dessert, put some honey in it, agave, however you want to sweeten that up, and boom, you have a delicious treat. And now you're not eating. And now when you work out tomorrow in the morning, you're going to feel absolutely amazing, thriving. And that was my biggest thing is like, I just feel like I'm thriving every day. And I was just drinking tea at night instead of, you know, having ice cream or like, and yeah, that's what really changed everything for me too. I was like, wow. I mean, there's like mini chocolate chips in the chocolate goddess. Like, come on.
Wow.
Do you?
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, there are a little bit of calories. Can't lie to you, but it's not like, you know, you're not having a huge 400 calorie drink. So
I'm curious if you're coming up with the different flavors. Are you working with, I guess, like food scientists or something to develop everything, or you just, oh, this is what I want to do, and you have your own little test kitchen or something?
Yep, exactly what we do. So we don't have no scientists yet. I cannot wait to get to that point because we will be getting to that point for sure. That's why I'm like, this is so exciting because there's so much to do and that has not been done in the industry yet. And I'm like, hi, my name's David. Let me change that real quick. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, we do have a lot coming out that is going to be, I can't say a lot yet.
Right.
And that's my biggest thing. But yes, to answer your question, I would just say,
Nice.
I just blanked too. We're good.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you freeze?
I did freeze. I was like, wait, what?
You need some tea.
I looked up at my lights and I'm like blinded.
Can you tell the audience about your rewards and referral program?
Yeah, so we just actually launched a referral program. And right now we are using Shopify. And I will say the biggest thing too is learn your stuff. If you don't know it, that's definitely okay. You can hire someone. But I am going to say either hire someone or know your stuff. And that's going to be from any kind of standpoint with whatever e-commerce website you're going to go with. Because there's a lot of things that people don't tell you about what needs to be done, what you need in order, I mean, paperwork, licenses, taxes, like there's just so much that happens that like goes on with it. So
Right. And did you learn most of this just through trial and error, or did you have a mentor or somebody who helped you out?
no, a lot of this has been trial and error, and like that's the biggest thing. YouTube is great. YouTube University, we love it. If you have any questions, like look something up, and that's the biggest thing too is taking that action. Because if I don't know something, I'm gonna learn it in 2.5, and I'm gonna know. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here and not know. Like let me look that up real quick. Like now I know. Like, and that's the thing too when people come for me for even weddings. They're like, can you do this? And I'm like, duh. Like, what do you mean? Like, do you have money? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Like, duh. Like, you never say no. Like, you just gotta say no, obviously, but you never say no. It's a learning and keep doing more and pushing yourself and developing yourself, which is huge. It's all about the development that you need to do. Which, did you guys know, all those journeys, everything's labeled journey number. So I have journey number 1, journey number 2, 3, and so on. That's just been inspired by kind of my journey. And each tea that you guys are sipping on was like a journey creating it. And so like when I would sit down and do my mad scientist, kind of stuff, that's where it's like, this is now a journey. And I mean, I would meditate before it just to get in the right mindset of what should this taste like, because flavors can go a million ways, and you guys know that. So I was going to say, but to keep that all like aligned with the brand, it's all about your journey, what you're sipping on, what you're experiencing. So I wanted to make that like cohesive because there's also nothing like that in the industry. So
I applaud you for that.
besides people selling to you. Yeah. Which we don't really know a lot about, but that's why I'm like, just give me some time. Just wait. We have stuff coming out that'll make more sense. So
I have.
Well, yeah, I could definitely. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
CJ.
it's fine. I was just going to ask one question that just popped in my head. With you said that you source your flavors for your teas from all over. I'm curious if the way that the economy is going now and how it's affecting. I mean, everybody knows you can't even buy a dozen eggs for a reasonable price. I wonder if any of that has affected your product pricing.
Oh yeah, it definitely has. And not as much in the beginning right now. I mean, with the new tariffs like put in place, it is. I mean, it's either we take that or we pawn it on to the customer.
Right.
So right now we do have to unfortunately pawn that on to our customer. But we did halt all international shipping because of that. Like we had a lot of people in England interested, and we were like, okay, awesome, like let's do it. But shipping was like $40 for a 2-ounce package, and I'm like, you don't want to pay that, sweetie, and I don't want to pay it either. So let's just give me about a month, okay? So we turned off international shipping because of that reason. But yeah, tariffs right now, it's more, and like I said, it's about being adaptable and taking action and learning about it. Because no one's knocking at my door like, hey, David, you got to learn your tariffs, buddy. Okay. Like, no one's going to tell you that. You have to go out and you have to search for it yourself. But I mean, that's the thing too with like new laws and things. Like we're just making things out quite literally.
Right.
And then you have to follow it. And it's like, oh, okay, my bad. Like,
Well, that sucks because
it's crazy.
That's what they like to drink over there. So you make a killing.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. But that's why I'm like, give me a couple months. I am learning as I'm going. And that's like the biggest thing too. With starting like your own, like a brand new brand, the biggest thing that gets people stuck is not taking action. So like if you have an idea, but then it's like not doing a logo, not putting together content, not shooting things, filming things, like all of that falls down onto you as that brand. So like you have to know what you want, go after it, post the content. Just post it. I don't care what I look, just do it. The more you do it, the more you're going to like get into the flow of being like, okay, done and done. Because you are not your company either. And I want like a lot of people to understand that. You are not your company. You're your own self first. This is just what you do as you're serving other people, and like people get that mixed up though, from like personal to business. You got to keep that one part. So I will say that's going to be a huge thing for anyone that wants to start a brand. Just know that it's going to be you at first, but that it's not going to determine who you are as a person. So, I mean, you are not your brand, let that brand lead itself, and then you lead your life obviously first. So
Well, the day that you decide to test London, if you need anybody to go and help set up booze, pass out tea, I'd be happy to go with you.
Absolutely. I love to hear that. I really, really do. I love to
You
hear
do
that.
realize he has an ulterior motive, right?
Hey, I'm here to spread the love and all the money and the shares.
That's right.
So I mean, come on,
Listen.
let's do it. I'm here for it.
I love it. Well, you could definitely tell that you have a passion for this. So you're going to do really well. You're going to do big things with it. I love it. I really wasn't a big tea person. But then when you sent these, and the first one I had was the number 8, the Bellini. And I was like, damn, this is good. And then, of course, I started working through the other ones. It's just the one I haven't had yet. But yeah, they are really good. And then, of course, you posted your lovely dessert teas online. And I was like, well, damn, now I'm going to have to go buy those. The fat kid in me got real excited.
I love it.
But yeah, we're definitely going to post all of your links and everything on social media so people can find you and come check you out. So we have a couple minutes left. And you obviously work hard, but I'm assuming you play hard as well. So what is the daily life or week for David? What does a week look like for you?
Crazy fun, crazy busy, but that's how I like it. So a typical week is gonna look like, well, a typical day is just gonna look around 5 to 6 a.m. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna work out. That time my phone is always in a do not. It actually says workout, no talkie. So like everything's silenced. Do not talk to me. Don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Like you can look, but don't hit send. Like that's me time and my time to like do me and really get in the mindset of what needs to happen during the day. I pick 3 things a day that need to happen. And that's usually on the treadmill when I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. But it's like, what 3 things are we going to do today before you go to bed that you have to accomplish? Like you can't go to bed without accomplishing them. And then, so every morning I pick those 3. And then after that, that's what I set my day with and my tone. And we're working by usually around 8:30, 9. 9's usually when I'm taking like calls and things like that. But yeah, and then we'll work during the day, depending on those 3 different things that we picked. And we'll knock them all out depending on how long it takes. I got done at like 4 a.m. And I was like, oh my goodness. But like barcodes, UPC codes, holy, it's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, that's what I would definitely say that. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What else we got for you?
You had mentioned earlier in the conversation about keeping the fire and staying motivated. How do you do that and also keep your non-employees motivated and keep their fire stoked as well?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is connecting in with yourself first. I mean, like we can sit here and help each other all day, every day, which I love. Do not get me wrong. But if you're not in the right mind state in yourself and you're not comfortable with what's going on around you and you feel, like if you're not in control of that, you're not going to be able to help others the way that you're wanting to. Like you're not going to show up the way you're thinking in your brain if you're not already there. And that's what daily the gym does for me. Because it's either we're going to the gym or sitting in a sauna. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Hot Works. But it's like a fitness. Yeah, it's like a infrared fitness studio. So I'll just like sit in that sauna some days for like 45 minutes and not do anything, or, yoga or whatever you want. But some days it's just really getting into your body and your mind and really just talking with yourself, which people, I know we don't do that nowadays. You know what I mean? Like there's so much distraction around us, but it's cutting out that noise and really digging deep into yourself. But it's really not even that deep. Like if you just sit with yourself for 5 minutes a day and just don't think about anything, you'll be so surprised of what comes to your mind. Because half of this stuff, I'm like, where did that come from? I don't know this program. Now I know it. What? Like it's pretty insane. And it's very powerful. So I would say like definitely show up for yourself first, get into that right mindset, whatever that looks like for you. And that's the biggest thing is like, it's going to be different for everyone. And I want everyone to know that like your journey is not going to be the same as someone else's. I mean, quite point blank period. End of discussion. Stop talking. You know, like it's just not going to be a thing. So
hmm Nice. Well, there was, and there, I know we're like keeping you so long, but there was two
oh no, we're
things
good.
I want to touch on. One of them is you told me a story when we first spoke on the phone about your business getting hacked
Oh yeah.
and what you did after you got everything fixed. Can you briefly tell people a little bit about what happened to the business and, what your mindset was at that time and what got you to where you are now?
Yeah. So last year, and it was during the summertime. I was like the whole company was hacked. Pretty sure our website developer, their website was hacked, which then affected our like DNS and all that good stuff. And it really took out everything. And I mean, like our business emails, everything was down. My phones though were affected. All of my devices were affected. That was my biggest thing. I was like, it's something you see in the movies where like your phone or like they take control of like the screens, the TV screens and put something up. I mean, like that was happening to my phone. Someone was like in there calling people, texting clients. I'm just like, what is going on? I had no idea what to do. But and I just felt so low because you feel so lonely. And that's why I say, like, you are not your company, you are not your brand. Because I shouldn't be feeling like that just because one company kind of like is going haywire and falling through. That doesn't mean that like everything's going to end, you know? So it's holding that mindset and that vision and just like keep pushing forward and keep going. I mean, I was at Apple. Oh, they love me now. I'm like, hey, Apple, how are ya? At Orland, like I was there every single week getting a new MacBook because it kept happening over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, what is going on? And during that whole time, I was not mad at them. I never yelled once at them. I never, was ever acted any like outwards at any way towards them. It wasn't their fault, but I learned throughout this whole entire thing that we are all very, very, very vulnerable on the internet. I mean, all of your devices are constantly pinging to the internet. People don't know that. So like your LOT devices, like your Internet of Things devices, light, stuff like that, it's going to be sensitive for hacking and all of that. And I didn't know any of that at all. And so going through that, I learned throughout the way, like, and now I know networking, like quite literally, like I set up my own network. Like I have different VLANs, we have different, like it's crazy. Different firewall protocols now. So same thing. It's teaching yourself that and then putting yourself and taking action and then doing it. So,
Right.
but yeah, that
Didn't
was crazy.
you take hacking classes or something like that or
Yes.
programming?
Yes. It's called Hack the Box. It's an online program where you can learn hacking. And I mean, they say once you learn how to hack, then you just reverse it. You know what I mean? Because then you're thinking like a hacker. So as soon as you think like a hacker, then you know. And now, I've been thinking like a hacker. I walk into people's houses and I see like where you can plug in like a phone jack, and I'm like, ooh, hacked. Okay. It's just that simple. Like someone could plug in a device, boop, knows all your stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy. But I think it's awesome that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna learn how to hack so I know how to protect myself.
Yeah,
That's
because I mean, at the
that's
end of the day,
cool.
who's gonna do it, besides you? I mean, you can pay someone, of course, but of course.
You're like a little
Okay,
mini
I know you.
genius.
Is that YouTube University?
I'm telling you. I mean, I think it's been the jobs though too that I've had with
Yes.
it's all these companies, and I mean these top companies, like, but I've like infiltrated them on purpose. So, like, what was their training like? What is your rule book like? What is your clocking policy? What is this policy? What's that? And I took all of that, and then was like, this is how I want it to be in my company, and that's why everyone wants to work with me. Everyone wants to work with us. We're a good time. We're chilled, relaxed, but also like a ball of energy. Like that's how it should be, And
Mhm.
that's just obviously not the corporate world.
Right.
So, and I'm like, ugh, F the corporate world. I'm over it. Let's start something epic. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
named it Epic. I'm like, hi, marketing. How are ya? So,
You did great.
it's crazy.
Absolutely great.
Correct.
All right. Last 2 minutes.
Got it.
Really brief. The role of AI in tech in running a modern business. I know you mentioned that. Just briefly, how do you see AI coming into our lives now and business?
Briefly, to answer that, I'm gonna have to go because I love AI so much. It's such a partner that I love it. But I would say coming into the workplace where we're gonna see it the most is gonna be documentation. Getting those documents out that need to be done, but like especially if we're like say we're doing e-commerce now, UPC codes, barcodes, like you want something in a system where you can be like, hey, do this for me instead of you manually inputting things. And it's very tedious work. And that's where I see it definitely taking over, even in the corporate structure too, to be quite honest. I mean, it's already implemented, but like even with Apple, holy AI. I mean, woo, I love it, but I'm like, wow, like that's where we're going. And it's all like documentations, systems, and data. That's like what I'm seeing the most. It's all about all like three of those things. So I would definitely say that we're going to have a lot more ease going forward with documentation and data collection, which will be great because of AI. So
Nice. Okay. Well, cool. I appreciate you talking about all of these things today, talking about your businesses, AI, the tea. Like I'm telling you, you have me sold on the teas, and I'm definitely gonna. I still have my screen up. I'm gonna click on a couple of things and put them in my basket before we're done.
do it. I'll give you guys
So
a discount code too, of course, because we spread the love here at number 8.
Is this a discount code for us or for us to share?
It's
on the
actually for
site?
everybody. Yeah.
Oh.
That you can share. Yeah, with all of your viewers, all your fans. Let's go.
We'll have to put that up on
Something
the
the last,
screen.
no last. What'd you say?
So we'll have to figure out how to put that up on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll post it on our
Okay.
thing. We got it. But I was telling them last time that we're gonna have to get a sound machine. But for now, I'm the sound machine. Discount
I love
code.
it. I love it. I love it.
All right, that brings us to closing. And what we're going to do with all of our guests is that we're going to have a little lightning round where today that's going to be headed by CJ. So CJ, if you want to go ahead and take it and let them know what you're going to do.
Yeah, don't be nervous now. These are just quick thought questions that
It's going to be quick.
Yeah, just, I mean, don't really mull on it. Just the first thing that comes to mind. So,
Got it.
what is your favorite movie of all time?
Inception.
Okay. You like that sci-fi?
Oh,
thriller?
love it.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
That is a good movie.
Who is your favorite hip hop artist? Hip hop, not rap. Hip hop.
I know. I was like, oh, Lil Bow Wow.
Okay. I'll take that.
I do love him.
All right.
Got some bops.
Is that right?
What is your favorite Chicago restaurant?
Oh. It's not there anymore, but it used to be on Michigan Avenue. It was like the Cheesecake Factory, but it wasn't. Grand Lux Cafe. Yeah, so that's it's still my favorite, even though it's not there, but that's definitely my favorite.
Did you ever go to that?
So
one?
good. Have you heard of that?
No.
What?
Hey, no, I don't think I had.
Oh.
Was it here 7 years ago?
Oh, yeah. They just closed, like, I think 2 years ago.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, it's right on
I've
Michigan
been
Avenue.
places and I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah.
I'll check.
I promise you've probably been there. Very, very, very good.
All right. And what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, drowning in water.
Mm.
Like any other way. But like I don't want to be choking. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, I'm so good on that. I don't know why. I'm just like, no, we're good. We're good.
Listen, that's a real fear.
Yeah.
I think about it every once in a while.
I love
That's a-
water.
that's
Either
real.
of you
but
swim?
I don't want to drown in it.
You can swim.
Oh, we can dip, dive, and all
Okay.
around.
Okay.
Yep. hmm
And then lastly, and this is for your personal taste, but I'm sure it'll inspire your audience as well. What is your favorite tea flavor that you make?
My favorite flavor right now
I think you mentioned
is going to be pina colada.
Mhm.
It's pina colada for sure. But what I've been doing and what I do since I make them, I just mix them all like cut it together and do like concoctions every night.
Nice.
And it's pina
Suicide.
colada and dragon fruit dream.
Okay.
It tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Like I don't know how to describe it. Or like berry blast and dragon fruit dream.
Okay.
It take me to another universe. Like, wow. Like,
We'll
it's
add that
crazy.
to
And
my
that's the
cart
thing. You
today.
guys can do that too. You guys can mix things. And I would do pina colada and peach blini if you have it. Or mix two of your fruit ones together. Oh, you'll thank me later.
Okay.
I
That
would do
sounds like a journey number
Do
like
it.
Right.
72 Blackbridge mindsets, peach something.
Hey, we should talk after this because I'd love to come out with a flavor for you guys. Like, you guys should have your own flavor.
The
You know what I
peach
mean?
dragon
That'd be
fruit.
awesome.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be awesome.
Like a black
I love
tea
it.
with caffeine because you guys need caffeine. So
You got that right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. After today, I needed some.
I got
and-
you.
Perfect. I love it.
Herba mate. Get that on the website just so you know. It's straight caffeine. Yeah. 80 milligrams per scoop. You got it. Okay.
Wow.
Lord.
It's stronger than coffee. Yeah. It's
Wow.
straight. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's from Sri Lanka. Yeah, it's from Sri Lanka too. Because all my herbals are decaffeinated, which is great.
I noticed.
But if you need that caffeine, you just put a tablespoon of yerba mate into that and boom. And no jitters, no crashes. Yep. It has taurine in it, which helps. So yeah, it's amazing.
Tell
do
me
it.
that.
That's your pre-workout tea.
Yeah, basically. But I do pre-workout sometimes. So
Nice. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us,
Yes.
tell us your story, your journey. It's crazy that you're only 32 because everything you've told us, I would think that you're Ken's age. So thank you.
But I'm not the much older brother. I will say that.
I was like, oh, I did say that, but I didn't say that.
And so one of the things, since you haven't seen the podcast yet, since we're getting them all together, and March 25th is the drop date for our first one. At the end of there it is. We're going to get that sound machine. Or actually, we'll just do our own sound effects. We don't need a
May
sound
have
machine.
one.
But one of the things I'm asking all of our guests to do at the end of the show, I call it the Wakanda peace pause.
Okay.
Don't ask questions. You're just going to do it.
We're not asking. We're going. We're flowing.
I'm going to count to 3, and you're just going to do this and pause and smile at the camera for a few seconds. Right? Wakanda peace, and then you're going to pause. There you are. And then we're just going to hold that pose for a few seconds, and then I'll let us know when to stop.
Okay.
And I'm just going to use this at the end at some point to take a picture, use it on Instagram, all those fun things.
Okay.
See?
No, I love it. I love it.
Our last guest told me I needed to rename it. She was like, the Wakanda peace pause.
She's off of the WP.
She's like, WPP.
Oh, okay. I kind of like it though. Like
Thank
Wakanda
you.
for life. You know, like that's the thing.
Thank you, sir.
Like I love
this
it.
This is from a marketer, guys.
I mean, yeah, it
He
makes
loves
sense.
it.
I mean, I went to film school. I mean, come on, like
He didn't
movies,
argue with
like
He's making you feel good about it. That's
Right.
all.
there it is,
That's
Ken.
like-
There it is. There it is.
It does make me feel good. It does make me
We
feel
love
good. Because
that.
when I thought of it, I died laughing. I was like, no one's going to go for this. This is
We
so
love you,
stupid.
Mike. It's great. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing
I feel
great.
it. All right. So you ready?
Ready.
All right, everybody. The Wakanda peace pause in 3, 2, 1. Done.
Love it.
Done.
Yeah.
Show number 2 done.
In the books.
You are guest number 2.
Thank you
David.
so
I
much
know
for your
that's
time and sharing.
crazy.
Fantastic conversation.